Age of Empires 2 is a classic real-time strategy game that was released back in September of 1999. Now, 23 years later, it's still considered one of the most popular RTS games out there. So much so that in 2013, they released the HD edition. In addition to introducing some new civilizations and a few other elements, the HD edition essentially made the game playable on modern computers, so you can keep playing it even after you got rid of your old Windows XP machine, equipped with a 60-pound CRT monitor. And then in 2019, Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition, was released. And from what I heard, this remastering of an old classic went way beyond what any other edition had done. Now for me, Age of Empires 2 was one of the first and best PC games I played growing up, and it's still a favorite. And with the release of the definitive edition, and all it promised, we just had to try it out. Well, at the same time, being careful not to get too excited, because sometimes when old classics are changed, updated, or re-released, they can ruin what once was beautiful and magical about the legacy and now destroyed. Let's launch this. Let's see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. So there we were, trying out a new remastering of an old classic for the first time. And what did we find? Well, you'll have to find out the answer to that question right after a word from our sponsor. I'm just kidding. We don't have any sponsors yet. We only just got started, but that could change. Anyway, so there we were. The day had come for us to try out this grand remastering of an old classic. To our surprise, we were first greeted with an army of weapon-wielding penguins? They've got an event going on right now with penguins, apparently. It's a penguin party. Wait,
they're adorable.
Penguin party. Then we took what seemed like forever to choose a profile icon, only to realize that we could only select from a small handful of them, so it didn't really matter anyway. Isn't this fun already? We're figuring it out. Once we finally got a game started, we were impressed with all the visual and audible improvements. So much so that I may have been a little distracted from actually playing.
Why does it seem like I'm doing all the fighting right now?
That's because you are.
Oh, okay.
Sweetheart, I'm not doing anything. From fresh new voice acting to the weapon sounds, from the now more interesting fog of war. Oh my goodness, the fog of war! To the destruction animation of buildings. Oh, look at that destruction animation! Did you see that? Was I really all that impressed? Well, let's just say I might have said the word wow a few times. Wow, look at this!
I love this.
Wow! Goodness, wow, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, it fell. Wow! Shush! Wow! Whoa! Wow. I'm gonna keep clicking this map toggle. Oh, wow. 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 Are you gonna win? Wow. As you may have been able to guess, we were indeed impressed.
You can start the game now.
In conclusion, this remastering of an old classic is quite a breath of fresh air and allows for the legacy of Age of Empires 2 to live on. My goodness, guys, I can't say enough good about this.
It's
So much better. So much better. They did more than just a facelift. They just remastered the whole thing and it's amazing. I think it's quite safe to say that going forward, this is the way we'll be playing Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition.